Welcome to Blackboard and to the Global Health Programme Space. My name's Dr. Amy Hughes and I'm your Programme Director for the whole course, so the PG Cert, DIP and the MSc. I'll introduce myself in a separate video, but I want to take a couple of minutes to show you how to navigate Blackboard. Some of you may be very familiar with it, some of you may have used it in the last couple of years, and some of you may be very new to it. It's got a fantastic number of resources, and so do take the time to explore the site, both this page and when you click on to start your modules. If you keep coming back to the main Global Health Programme space, we will be uploading very useful resources for online learning, for online studying, some interesting articles, maybe some short video clips. So do keep navigating back here, and if any time you get stuck or not sure what to do, then drop me an email or Sarah, who is the administrator for this Global Health Programme. So if you click onto your Blackboard, your login using your Manchester login, if you go down to My Communities and you'll see a link to the Global Health space, click on that and this is the first page you should see. If you scroll down, you'll see a short welcome from myself and some guidance as to what you need to do really to start during this welcome week. I'll come back to Welcome Week shortly, but I just want to highlight the mandatory study skills module. So we need all students enrolled to take this module. It's focusing on plagiarism and making sure that students understand what plagiarism is. And in order to start your program, you need to have passed this module. So please do click on that anytime this week and complete that module. As you scroll further down, you'll see some guidance on academic writing. Feedback from last year was that the students felt they needed a bit more support for academic writing, so in this folder there are lots of online programs and resources which can help provide guidance, and in addition you can obviously liaise with your module lead, with your GTA, to get support with writing, and we will be updating this very regularly and trying to ensure that the support is there. If you scroll further down, you'll have different categories, and if you click on each one, it will open a new page, and I'll come back to these very, very shortly. Scrolling back up, and on the left-hand side, you'll see the same subtitles listed down the left-hand side, and this will be common for the module. When you link onto your module, you'll see different subtitles on the left-hand column. And if you click on one, it will take you to that page. Now, these will only come available when the module starts, or often a week before, and then they may well not be available 2 weeks after their start date. It depends on the module, so do make sure that you're accessing it at the right time, otherwise it won't show up. So if I run through this, announcements. So announcements are very common for every module. This is where the module lead or the GTA will make an announcement about an assignment, an event, a change to the module, an update, and they'll place an announcement on the page. Now this is often emailed out to students as well, so you should receive it in your email, but do keep checking your module page a few times a week to see if there's any new announcements. Program information. This tells you everything you need to know about the module, so the modules that are running and the content of the modules, and each module will have a separate folder, and in that folder will be the learning objectives and a lot of detail about the module and of course the module itself. Academic writing you'll only find on this page, and then the discussion boards. And on the Global Health Programme space, I've just given you a little bit of introduction about what a discussion board is, because I know that many students are not familiar with it. And then discussion boards, which is a tab you'll find on all the other module Blackboard spaces. And this is where questions will be posed, discussion is promoted, the module lead and the GTAs will help encourage discussions, and most modules there will be an assessed part for contributions to discussion boards. You'll also see wikis, and this is really a method, a tool for getting students to work together to produce an output. Some modules will use this as part of their assessment, others won't, and if you click on what are wikis on this Blackboard space here, it will tell you a little bit about them and how they work. All the modules will have a tab for assessments, and each assessment will differ. Please have a read of this early on. The assessment details in general should be up at the start of the module, but the actual assignment or wiki task will not come up until a little bit later in the module. Also there is the marking rubric. That is the framework we use as markers to mark your assignments. Please have a read and please carve and mould your essays to meet the requirements of that rubric. It's really, really useful, and it will help you structure your essay, and is also the approach we take when we provide feedback. Reading list. This will also be a link on all module spaces, and this will link to the main readings for the programme. Can be a little bit temperamental at times, but I think it's much better this year. If it's not linking in, if it's not working, just let us know or let IT know, and we can ensure that you have a link. Now, this allows you to look at the references and the suggested readings ahead of your module or ahead of your assignment and download when necessary. IT support. There'll always be some concerns or problems with IT along the route. Please contact the IT help desk. Don't leave a message on Blackboard. Contact them directly and they will help you, and they'll feedback to us if needed. And then, as I mentioned about resources, there are so many resources to support online and distance learners. The Study Skills and University Services will highlight some, but also if you click on Welcome Week, which I'll talk through in a little while, there's also a lot of direction as to where you can find the support that you need. As you move down, you'll see details about staff contacts, so that's the team at HGRI and the IT support staff, and then I'll also update any events that are happening at HGRI. So if we then scroll down the main page and we click on Welcome Week, this will be live, hopefully, well, it'll be live by the time you're watching this. If you click on Welcome Week, it's trying to parallel what is happening for all the students who are physically in Manchester and who receive a number of induction sessions this week. And we will update this as often as we can with sessions that we feel relevant to the distance learners, and keep you really engaged with Welcome Week. So the first tab, if you click on that, that'll take you to the Introduction to Manchester. Just notice there's a small spelling error there, which I will correct. And that will take you to the web page and have a look around, and it introduce you to the University of Manchester. There's a short video from Bertrand Tate, Professor Bertrand Tate, who is the director of HGRI, welcoming the students, and there should be also a short video from myself welcoming you. If you click on the online tools, you'll come to a page where you'll see another left-hand menu, and down there you'll see a number of tabs you can click on which take you through all the learning tools that you may find useful. For example, if you click on the Online Learning Tools tab and this link, it will take you to this page which shows about all the different online resources at Manchester. Everything from support for assignments, advice on revising, study strategies, and some writing skills. If you click on the next tab, you'll come to some links for study skills, and again, a lot of resources there. Other tabs include the Teaching and Learning Support Office, which provides, if you click on Studying, that's dedicated to the distance learners, and again you can find details about student support, student finance, MOOCs, which are the massive open online courses that Manchester and other universities run, and link into some of the social media as well. The School of Arts, Languages and Cultures, which HGRI sits within, has their social media links. If you're keen on Twitter and Facebook, you can link onto the social media via any one of those addresses. If you click on the final tabs, which are additional online resources, IT support and library, you'll get details about how to set up Blackboard on your iPhone or iPad, which is very useful. You'll have a welcome video from the library for distance learners, and finally you have a survival guide for the School of Arts, Languages and Cultures, which is written by previous students and just gives you a student guide to what it's like. So I hope this has been useful. Do explore, do have a play. Don't forget to regularly check this space, and particularly the Welcome Week for the next 5 or 6 days. On the modules, as you move through the CERT and the DIP, there will be a link to this Global Health Programme. One of the areas I'd just like to talk about before I finish is the discussion boards on this page, and you can see here, if I click on there, there's the PG Cert, the PG Dip, and the Masters, and it says Who Am I? And if you'd like, I'd like you to click on that, and you'll see that I've made a first comment here. And if you just press reply and then introduce yourself, and it means that all the students on those courses can get to know one another and really engage in that online community, which is really, really important for online learning. You can often feel a little bit isolated via online learning, but we really try and create some community here. I will be back in touch very soon and give you another video towards the end of the week, and I will also meet you all during your PG Dip Diseases and Trauma second half of the module, where I teach some of those sessions. Enjoy the course. Those of you who have been with us before, welcome back. Those of you who are new, welcome. I can be contacted on email anytime, and you'll find my email on the main page. If I just click on welcome, my email is just here, and Sarah, who is the administrator, her email is just at the bottom here, and we're very happy to help you. If we don't get back to you within a day, we certainly will be back in touch within a couple of days. So enjoy, and look forward to meeting you online very soon.